Hey, what's up? Welcome to Space Couch. Oh, they changed a little bit of this on me. That's okay. We're just going to do a little bit of that and this. It's the every now and then updates run on the the old space software here, and then you got to figure it out live in front of people, and that's okay. We're just going to go here and ah, all right. So this does afford me the opportunity to say the catchphrase because I forget sometimes. Call the spaceships to Davenport. Prepare for Divanarchy and interface with a couch in space. We're just gonna figure it out. Oh, there we go. It's all good. Uh, you just need to recalibrate the old inertial dampeners and brush the dust off the nacelles and all that sort of thing. How you been? I've been great, just chilling in space. Um, I'm on hour 86 of the Snyder Cut. Still trying to finish that, but you got a lot of time out here in space. And if you run out of time, you can just go faster than the speed of light, apparently. Uh, let's get right down to it with this week's advertiser. Brand new this week, Tiger Squawk Records. You're going to want to check out, of course, the new Crudmouth. Also, be on the lookout for Dagobert's double Melting Rust opera remixes. Night Vibes, last week's guest from Ghost Proxy. New from Melting Rust opera, the updates. Gossicle's remix on that. You'll want to check out Virtual Terrorist, Guttermouth. Volume 2. Cut Brain is out now. You want to check out Batavia and their friends, and to say nothing of the new Isserly Sad Girls Club Volume 5, the new Gothsicles, Animal Songs, and Putting the Stars Right. This is really exciting. Thrill Kill Cult, Attrition, Batavia, Pitch Black Manor, Final, all to benefit the Lovecraft Arts and Sciences Council, coming out Friday. Oh, DJ Shiza is in the place, featured on that Animal Songs album. Um, so this week, while we are flying through out past the heavens, we will delve into the bowels of Hades. We return once again to catch up with our favorite show, at least among the Grim Reaper based sort. Who am I kidding? That's our favorite show in any qualifier. Ladies and gentlemen, let's mention this week's, or get to this week's guest, I should say. Here he is. Oh, we have Hack in the Flesh. What's going on, sir? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I didn't know we would get the man slash man like being himself. What has been going on in your world or semi dimension since the last time you were with us on Space Couch?
There's a lot of things happening. Namely, Slash got me these really awesome space goggles because, yeah, he said I got to link up with a contact named Brain Grape, and he pilots the Space Couch, and he might know where the Thanos guy is.
Oh wow, I haven't had a brain grape reference in a while. That's I love it. I love it. The well, goodness gracious, oh, we're doing a little bit of this bizarre Skype thing. Hold on one second. Let me just fix a little bit of that. There we go. Your presence is causing all the electronics on the ship to become possessed. Well, thank you for showing up in the flesh, or in the lack of flesh, as it were. Um, you have been working super hard on the Patreon sponsoring your show, The Grim Life of Hack and Slash. Um, I oh goodness gracious, you were Skype does this every now and then. We're just gonna have to set it and forget it. So, space goggles aside, how have you been finding the Patreon experience, sir?
Pretty good. But give me 1 second.
All right.
Uh,
Oh, revealed! What's going on, Aaron?
Hey, man. Yeah, so I didn't want to subject you to dealing with hack for
Oh
an
well,
unprecedented.
we're always down to adjust here. The the frames, your Skype frame is just going to speaking of adjusting,
Yeah.
it's just going to fly around today. We're just going to have to deal with it. Um,
Yeah.
so looks like you've been a busy dude since last time you were on Space Couch. We know Hack got new glasses. What's chiefly been up with you?
I've been doing a lot of stuff toward Patreon to try to, give everybody the first crack at
Mhm.
what's going on with the show. More and but eventually I want to broadcast it more and show it to more people.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of the Patreon exclusive stuff though has been a lot of grim artwork and candle crafts. But I'm really excited about Wicked Stories from the Deadlands, and that by far is going to be like the most incredible thing.
Okay. Well, let's get into some of that. I'm sorry, we're all over the place today. Let's get into some of that Patreon material, if we could. You've given us the green light to the green spooky Halloween light to go ahead and show a little bit of Patreon exclusive stuff. This was your Halloween exclusive from 2020. Let's take a look.
Reapers, ghouls, and Patreon supporters wanted to take a quick moment to climb up from the depths of the underworld and wish you all a very happy Halloween. We have so many awesome projects in store for you. It is incredible. In front of us, we have what is the Reapers Academy of Hades. So you're going to see a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, and we're going to try to share the grand scope of building the world of the grim life of Hack and Slash. So starting with the Reapers Academy, we're going to have a pretty awesome in-depth look at that soon. You're also going to have some more grim gear coming your way for all of the supporters. Thank you for your support so far, and you can clearly see where all of your patronage goes. It goes to creepy decorations and awesome candles and wood-burned caskets and a bunch of badass ideas. So stay tuned and stay creepy, and we'll see you later. Happy Halloween. Rock.
All right. Tiny Aaron.
Tiny.
Yeah, we're doing micro machines, Aaron, today. I'll just monitor. So, what's it like to? That was great, by the way. Thank you for sharing that. What's it like to create content for sort of this boutique audience? I know you want to grow the show, but you have sort of, or at least the Patreon model, so far as I understand it, allows you to get to this sort of core group of fans. Like, do you find that shapes the content in any way?
I think quite a bit of it works out very well because you can get real time feedback from people.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the Grim Gear stuff that I'm doing, I'll field all of those things to them and kind of do votes as to what they want to see the most.
Oh,
So if they
cool.
want
Cool.
more like Grim candles, they
Oh,
want
nice.
more.
I sorry, you're trying to
Creep.
show us a candle and it's flying out of the frame
Yeah,
because Skype's uncracked today.
yeah. Flying through space.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. So to answer your question, I mean, that kind of helps field it. I mean, I'm sure you dealt with this hands on to where you're like, do I do lanyards, wristbands? No.
Right.
This? No. Wait. So you're trying 18 different things, but a tub full of stuff, and I have a couple.
Oh, sorry, the signal got a
like
little choppy there. What do you got going on?
Yeah, the basic thing is like me touching base with the patrons will kind of help guide the crafts and what I'm gonna do next. So if they want to see trinkets from a specific like character, I can lean into that.
Oh, cool.
Or if I get inspired to do artwork, then I could do more of that.
Awesome. And let's back up a step just for people that aren't yet familiar. The product is the Grim Life of Hack and Slash show on YouTube. We find that why don't you toss out a URL for the people?
If you want to take Easy Street, you can search Grim Reaper for like the number hire. So grimreaper4hire.com. On SoundCloud, you can search it on YouTube. You get quite a bit of results there. Because if you look up Hack and Slash, you're gonna find like every RPG ever.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So
I guess I gotta update the tags because you just get a lot of clutter. But yeah, Grim Reaper for Hire.
Grim Reaper for Hire.
Or you could even search like Hack the Reaper on SoundCloud. And there's just an ocean of really cool free content there, and there's Halloween soundscapes and stuff that you can play.
Yeah, the soundscapes are great.
Creepy mood.
You have created just a ton of content, and we'll get into as much as we can today. Not only have you created content, but it looks like Hack has got some new armor. What was that like to create?
Oh, dude, it was freaking gnarly. It was. I was trying to find. He has.
I'm sorry, our connection is not stellar. Pardon the pun today. What was that? We lost you for a second.
His look is very archaic. It's very old, both in costume and in years. And so, yeah, he needed a big upgrade in a big way. So. Forward like a Curus, so we're gonna get Hack a new chest plate and pauldrons.
Cool, man. So you had alluded to this for a second. What is this new Wicked Stories feature?
That by far is one of the coolest things that I'm most stoked about because I don't have the luxury of meeting up with a lot of people right now to be able to film. I think I have delusions of grandeur sometimes because I come up with a script, but it involves 2, 3, 4, 5 different characters. But right now, Wicked Stories is the perfect thing to be in the pocket to take a deeper dive into their world. And it literally starts at the surface level and then goes down.
Oh, okay.
It's anchored. So it's anchored in Grecian lore, just like most of the show is. But the first Wicked Stories talks about the Alconian lake that doesn't differentiate between gods and men.
Okay.
And if you were full waters, it's just past the Hydra.
I am
the underworld.
So sorry. We're just getting just tons of space flack today. In your description, there's this lake. It doesn't differentiate between gods and men. And then what was that?
it'll drag them down into the underworld.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically where the Wicked stories like begin.
Oh, great.
And then there are follow-on stories about the ferrymen and the Tree of Blood, the Gates of Hades, Cerberus, and so on and so forth.
Hell yeah.
So while it does have a huge anchor point in Grecian lore and Grim, like Reaper's Academy and their whole world, eventually it's going to span out to more world lore.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, dude.
Building a whole mythos, if you will. Let's take a listen to this is formerly Patreon only shit. So like you got some treats here on Space Couch. Let's take a listen to Wicked Stories.
Reapers, ghouls, and Patreon supporters wanted to take a quick moment to climb up from the depths of the underworld and wish you all a very happy Halloween.
Sorry about that, I screwed up. Let me fix this real quick.
Reapers, ghouls, and Patreon supporters wanted to take a Wicked Stories from the Deadlands. Descending down the staircase further and farther downward, unknowing of the horrors that await to prey upon the weak. The only way on through this earth is to journey forward, and without a guide to follow, the future begins to look bleak. The underworld is unforgiving, harsh, and full of strife. This brutal trial is not for the weak and those who are faint of heart. Torn between the dead and forgotten, clinging to past life. An arduous path through the unknown, but this is merely the start. The darkest fog brings feelings of dread, unshakable and grim. He awaits down past the branches of the trees where an evil grows. You lose the path beneath your feet, the torch's light gets dim. And somewhere in the blackness, Erebus watches from the shadows.
Good stuff. How do you find like correct constructing this sort of this narrative, almost poetry-like narrative, without having to focus on the video aspect?
I like it a lot. It's a lot of things that I started writing over the years and just combining into a binder. And then I started realizing more and more that it needs to have a lot more to it. But then I started thinking about actual rhyme structures and just trying to take the deepest dive into something and not spare details. And I'm beyond stoked about it. I got some logos drawn up that are going to be soon.
Look at that!
Mattered.
Good stuff. That's cool, man.
What I'm really ecstatic about, I mean, beyond the soundscapes and the stuff that I've been doing, is I've been able to branch out a little bit more, and the great Zug von Rock has scored a hellish, brutal horror soundscape for the newest installment of Wicked Stories, and it's called The Tree of Blood, and it's just gonna melt faces.
Oh, cool. Well, credit where it's due, because you are something of a content machine, and I do love your soundscapes. The prospect of the Grim Life of Hack and Slash joining with the Mighty Angel Spit for an episode is very exciting.
Dude.
So if people want to check out Tree of Blood, they should just get on your Patreon?
Yeah, that's the best bet. I'm trying to, in all fairness, I've leaned into Patreon because they're the ones that have supported the show
Hmm.
thus far. Like, in literal support, like, I could afford backdrops, I
Oh,
can get
cool, man.
better character editions, I can get studio lighting, I can get space goggles for the hackman.
Yeah.
But I digress. It's like they hands down were the ones that were actually like, you have something that you want to do, so
Mm,
we're gonna back that,
that's
and that's
awesome.
rare. That's rare to find. Usually, you're just trying to amplify your signal as much as you possibly can, and
Mm-hmm.
hopefully your audience will follow.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm very fortunate that they were kind of there from the jump. So, but to answer your question, yeah, it is going to be on Patreon as an exclusive, and then maybe a few weeks down the line, then it's going to be released public.
Very cool. Well, also cool is well, I'll finish the thought because I started it, but knock on Spacewood, we seem to have our connection issues figured out. Um, the y well, I mean, no holding back the mighty Aaron. Being a member of the Patreon myself, I am privy to the knowledge that we might have a new character coming. Tease, I don't know if I'm even pronouncing it right. I've only seen it in text, but Vitor?
Yeah, he is. And hopefully I'm not butchering it. His name is Vitor.
Yes, Vitor.
He is. His name is the embodiment of Icelandic term for winter.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Oh, gotcha.
yeah, he needs the screen treatment. Kind of fell into editing hell with the episode,
Hmm.
but Vitor is an Arctic poltergeist
Oh, awesome.
that. Yeah, there he is.
Ah. Oh, cool.
So, yeah, he is an Arctic poltergeist that precedes the arrival of Krampus
Nice.
and his minions. So he will flash freeze a village or a city, and then they will subsequently go in and torture and kidnap and beat kids with birchwood sticks and start attacks. Yeah, it's family. It's family friendly.
There you go. Fun for the whole family, provided they're all demons. Well, awesome. We look forward to the arrival of Vitor as it finally warms up here. We'll get. Oh, whoa! That's
Yeah, dude.
fun.
So yeah.
Cool. Yeah,
Yeah, we're
no,
getting
that looks great. Fully articulated fun fingers are. That seems like a lot of good stuff. Um, so with all this, I mean, take this in the spirit in which it's intended, because obviously, uh, COVID is a bad thing. But with everybody home, has this has COVID been in any way helpful to you, or is it still just really hurting your workflow? I mean, you're already masked anyway with the
um, I don't know. It's kind of a tangled mess, to be
uh
honest. When all of that happened, I was in the process of finishing two jobs and going to
hmm
school and then moving. So
Wow.
it got to the point where it's like I really wanted to get out there and film, but that was at the height of
Uh-huh.
all of the lockdown stuff. And I had quite a bit that I wanted to accomplish, but um, I don't know. It's been a lot of a hindrance, but then again, if I helped anybody kind of get
hmm
through the day-to-day malaise or depression or whatever stuff in between, if they found a new project or if they saw something on Facebook and then
Mm.
they're really digging on it, then that's what I think is cool. Because I've gotten some feedback from really good friends that were saying that they're otherwise isolated,
Oh, awesome.
or worse yet, they're in another part of the world, but then
Uh-huh.
that's completely shut down. So it's like you you would think you're in a paradise, but you're not because you can't get out and it's shelter in place. But
Right.
if it's any catharsis, I think Grimm has legitimately been a catalyst for really cool stuff for people to enjoy while they're locked in. So
Hell yeah, man. That's awesome. Well, let's go back to that Patreon audience. Just strictly as a platform, because I've never done it. Like, how are
Mm.
you finding like the service working? Like, is there anything that you'd wish they'd offer as just like an interface or a service that Patreon is not right now, or is it pretty tip top?
Uh, it's pretty decent. Me not being as technologically savvy, there are a few things that are frustrating, but I think that's any platform.
Okay.
Uh, like I said, I dig on the fact that it's like a rolling crowdfunder because I've tried two crowdfunders in an effort to just be like, let's go do big things, and I
Right.
want
Right.
to, I want to go bring Graham to a convention, and we're just gonna crush it,
Hmm.
and literally got like $2 shy of the goal, and they're like, wah, wah,
Oh
sorry,
no.
and I was like, seriously, like nothing, like we still went to promote the show, but it was just one of those things where it's like we could have brought in so much
Uh huh.
more, or gotten more things created, or gotten prints done, or got a bigger booth,
Mm-hmm.
instead of just being relegated to like a one small table,
Mm-hmm.
So in that vein, I love the fact that Patreon is like, these are the tiers, and you can customize it as you go. Um, the things I like, is just like having a direct tap to a platform that isn't really cluttered.
Okay.
Patreon seems more like compartmentalized. If I were to say anything,
Cool.
like I could post something on XYZ platforms, but then all of a sudden, bam, 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 it just gets rolled. It gets
Yeah.
steamrolled down in a feed, so people might have missed it. But
Right. Totally.
Patreon, they can go straight to the source and be like, "Oh, dude, I haven't checked in like 2 weeks." Oh, but okay, there's pictures and there's a theme and there's all this awesome stuff going on.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, what's up to Furroy in the chat room, creator? Speaking of hacking and slashing, we have the creator of the Hired Sword 2 video game here.
Right.
Um, so, with all the hours of content you've created, do you ever foresee yourself using your video expertise commercially in any way, like producing local commercials or I don't know, videography for weddings or something like that, or was that always the plan?
My plan was actually, and it's on that brief pause
Hmm.
because the boogeyman's still out there. um, uh, I actually went to school for cinematography,
Oh, okay.
cinema and television. So we've done things to where it's like a live studio,
Oh, wow.
multicam setup. But my heart lies in editing, which is the
Mm.
thing that a lot of people hate the most. Um, but I think I have a very, very good aptitude for it, and I've got a very good sense of timing, whether it's slowing down, speeding up. Perfect example would probably be Gasoline and Vertebrate as an unofficial cyberpunk video
It's
for Let the
so
Demon
good.
Out. Um, and yeah, like I just started making a more and more what steered toward it, or the fact that the decision to get a degree was I'm starting to get good feedback from
Hmm.
actual musicians from the songs that I was editing to. So I thought it was high time to get a degree in that. But eventually, I want that path to wind back toward that,
Mm.
or
Okay.
wishful thinking, build the pilot for Grimm and come in with my binder and just be like, this needs to be a thing.
I.
Like, I want a
That's.
network.
I mean, there's now's the time, right? I mean, we can have a channel, a show, if you will, just by screwing around on Restream and Facebook Live. But yeah, I would. I mean, I do love that first episode of Grimm, but like watching the lighting and stuff you have in the editing now from the first episode of you and Hack, or excuse me, Slash,
Yeah.
just talking on a couch, which I
Well,
realize
well,
the irony in that. To now
what?
that.
Who spend all their time on the couch?
Oh, look at you! Well done. Oh, the very rare few of Space Couch pillows available now at Zazzle.com/Gothsicles. I also want to ask you to go to Facebook.com/Gasoline Invertebrate because that is the quickest link I know off the top of my head to see Aaron's wonderful cyberpunk video for the Gasoline Invertebrate track that he did. It's really good. Yeah, that kind of blew me away.
Yeah.
So check that out and his expertise there. And speaking of potential Brian-related projects, I was wondering very self-indulgently if you had any plans to complete that hardcore Pong video we shot some footage for like a million years ago with like a dead Carl and stuff.
I have not forgotten about that. Again, technology being the bane of my existence, I had issues with hard drives just
Oh
being
no.
separate. But no, I promise, I promise, I
Okay, well, I
promise
mean, it's your
that will be a
reward. I don't.
thing.
I'm not putting it on you. I'm just curious. Cool, man. Well, we'll look forward to that. I know it'll be an amazing product. I mean, let me just burp into the mic for a second, like a professional. But yeah, now we
But
get
yeah,
post degree Aaron working on it. So like, yeah, no worries. There'll be a someday hardcore Pong will be back, and at least in video form, and that will be cool as shit. Let's get into a few of those hypotheticals we love so much here on Space Couch. I know we did the video game when we last had you out here in the cosmos. What if we design like the grim life of hack and slash breakfast cereal? Like, do we have
oh damn.
marshmallow sickles? Um, I will float the name Decap and Crunch, but
Yeah.
like what are there like razor blades in the actual cornflakes? What do you think the breakfast cereal for your eventual rise to media dominance will entail?
Oh man. I think it'd be like bubble gum broken glass bits.
There you go.
Uh,
There you go.
that's just off the cuff.
Right.
Pretty sure Hack would come up with some pretty gnarly stuff. I think Slash would have like biohazard crunchies,
There you go.
so he could refill his noxious gas canister.
Or you know how they did. I don't know if they're still doing this, but like with the Count Chocula. Like there was Count Chocula was the main one, but then like Frankenberry had his own sort of like
Yep.
spin-off cereal. You could follow that model. There you go. And
Yep. You could have like Hack'ems. Slash 'em.
yeah. Yeah, Apple hacks. There you go.
Yep.
It
Or
took me a second.
got
Try
like
to,
apple cinnamon Cheerios, so it could be like I don't know, apple cinnamon death chariots or something.
yes, there you
You got
go. Oh,
little
now
death chariot wagons,
yes, now I want apple cinnamon death chariots.
and it could come with a toy.
Oh wow! Oh yeah, like little plastic like guillotine, or any number of like a machete keychain. Oh, good
That's what
stuff.
it is. So the box is like you could punch out the box like a perforation, and then like they could build in like a little slider, and you put a dowel rod in it, and it has like guillotine blade.
Oh yes, Furrow says free choking hazard in every box. Well done. I
Yeah.
I do love your idea that instead of just pouring it out the top like some mundane cereal, you have to dispense the flakes therein through some sort of head portico and guillotine
Right?
device. There
Like,
you go. We
really
got there.
into it. Like it's just like a brick of cereal, but the kids have to like smash it with a dowel rod, like plastic guillotine blade, to like break their own bits up.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is getting good. Um, okay, cool. Like, I mean, like the edges are sins because obviously it's forged in hell, and you get blackened bits and underpowered hour. This sounds like the best cereal ever. It certainly is, sir. All our comments are coming from Twitch today. I hope this shows up on Facebook, okay? But we'll put anything up on Twitch. Speaking of, are you still mostly YouTube based for the show?
I am, much to
Okay.
my dismay. The great Zoog has been browbeating me, and rightfully so, about getting my bony ass on the Twitch and other platforms. Um, I don't know. I was even thinking of something, because there's a lot of stuff on Grimm that's not off limits, given
Mm-hmm.
that it's a horror comedy. I'm thinking in the not so distant future that I might take to Twitch and do Grimm stand up.
Oh.
And even if nobody laughs, that will add to the hilarity of it
No,
because, you
well,
know,
I find myself getting a bunch of good laughs in the episode anyway. Just straight sort of stand up would be wonderful. I would definitely
like
advocate that.
hands down, the most jacked up thing in recent memory was thinking about the fact that they didn't know what the virus was called. So out of the bad telephone game turned into them calling it Cerberus 18
Cerberus 18 was
instead of COVID 19.
that was good. No, that
But
was
then, yeah, because he has no filter and he's the
well. There you go. You can just work out, as they call it in the comedy world online on Twitch. Um, Well, you heard that here first. We're not saying it's going to happen, but it might. We have more wicked stories coming up. A new Icelandic winter demon character. Um, Anything else you would want to drop as potentially in the pipe for the grim life of Hack and Slash? Did we lose you? Oh no, we had a little space glitch, like it couldn't. Oh,
maybe. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can hear the mellifluous tones of your sonorous voice. Let's just do a little bit of that. And yeah, we hit a wormhole every now and then. It
Yeah.
happens. Um,
Yeah.
but and then we'll
Yeah, I
just.
think yeah, like I said, I'm definitely leaning into Patreon, but I'm gonna extend, an olive branch and do some more projects definitely. I think the Grim stand-ups there because there's a lot of content there. Like Stripe's commentary on the whole Cerberus 18 thing was when it says like we've never seen anything like this. Stripe's like, that's what the Egyptians said.
Hey,
Now,
yeah.
oh, because he's a horseman and he's terrible and he's the embodiment of pestilence.
Oh,
So
okay.
I could see that. I could see that going. I could see a few Reapers trying their hand at some
Okay.
stand up, or just maybe patch it together. If I get decent enough to host it, I could showcase some wicked stories,
Cool,
maybe
man.
in semi real time.
Oh, interesting. I mean, I love the prospect of like a character. If a character started their own Twitch channel, it would be this weird sort of like crossover into the real world. You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause it's not
Yeah.
filtered through the context of like here's a show. It's you have the direct line to this character and their stand up.
Oh yeah.
That'd be an interesting sort of breaking the fourth wall. I don't know if I'm using that right, but I would
No.
be interested to
Yeah.
see it.
Definitely.
We go to the Grim Life of Hack and Slash on Patreon. You are currently in Knoxville, yeah?
Yes, sir.
What's
Knoxville, Tennessee.
what's that?
Oh, yeah, you got it.
Cool. No, I was just wondering, like, are you guys all still locked down and all that there?
It's not terrible
Cool.
actually. There's a lot of places that are kind of freeing up, when it
Nice.
comes to just day-to-day business and everything. And that's the hope. I want to collaborate with more people for sure. I think there's a severe lack of people wanting to promote other people's projects because I guess they think that it kind of takes away from their thing. And I want to be able to help broadcast a lot of stuff, a lot of really cool opportunities for creepy conventions and, when things start opening up more and more to pursue that.
Oh yeah, I miss cons, man. Like, you know, uh, something about just the what's the word I'm looking for? scope
Oh yeah.
of like, you know, I mean, we hung out at C2E2 that one time, and just filling a convention hall with, you know, just giant comic book displays and stuff like that, and just the decadence of it. Like I miss it. And
Oh yeah.
the
Well, in that particular, they had a lot of horror grafted
mm,
in. Like they had the Evil Dead shack, and they had a bunch of like Deadites and
yeah,
a giant animal reaper and just all kind of gnarly stuff, man.
that was great. Uh, the last thing I did before lockdown was hit PAX East here, the video game convention in Boston. It was wonderful. Um, I know we did the hypothetical video game last time, but the indie game section at PAX East is so strong that if you're ever out here,
Yep.
we gotta do it. I think that would latch onto your property quite a bit. Just I don't know, slash based. A little hack and slash video game, or like you Tetris some body parts into
Right.
place. I don't know. It would be it would be pretty wonderful. But is there a particular con in the Knoxville area you're looking forward to getting back to?
Oh yeah, yeah. So they got it's called the Smoky Mountain Fan Fest. That one's coming up toward the tail end of the summer.
Oh, nice. You
The
might be
one
able to
out
actually do that
close,
one then. Like if
yeah,
it.
I think I might be able to get my foot there.
Okay, well,
I
I mean,
know I was
even if
slated for it last year.
you had to skip it just from the whole thing.
Oh no, I was slated for another con last year, but cancel it like a month out or maybe a little earlier. But they actually have a an actual con called CreepyCon, and yeah, there's a lot of total badasses there. There are people that do special effects makeup. There are people that got their own clothing line, mask makers,
Oh
like
wow. Yeah,
beyond dope.
I
Literally,
I got to admit, like, um, there were these horror conventions, and like I just never got to them when I was in Chicago, and I wish I would have. Then I would make time for all the sci-fi fantasy ones, but yeah, just to like, you know, meet Doug Bradley or something like that. I really should have gone to those horror conventions. I bet you see some pretty gnarly costuming there,
oh dude, it was out of hand. We
huh?
have footage. We have some footage on our channel.
Oh, okay, great.
It's kind of it's like a one man like travel vlog, but it's hack. And there was this dude there that was on the giant raptor stilts, and he had I don't want to give away his kit, but I'll say
Okay,
part of it was stilts. So the
okay.
dude was at least 12 foot tall, like no bullshit. He looked like the Ghost of Christmas Future from Scrooged.
Nice, man.
Like massive, like the guy that was tormenting Bill Murray in the elevator. Uh, uh, he looked like that, and he had a full modular like sound and voice
Oh, wow.
distortion
Cool,
and a
cool.
light. It was incredible. So
Awesome, man. Well, hope that works out. If nothing else, that you can go, like they don't cancel the event. But
oh yeah.
let's let's circle back to your actual products. You can now get you had some candles you're working on. That's
Yes.
pretty neat. Are those still available for anyone who wants them, or has that offer come and gone from the Patreon?
Oh no, so they're still on, and there's a big range of them. I got a bunch of casts. I got skulls and
Mm-hmm.
dragons and there's a the patrons get a crack at it. They'll always get them in their Grim gear. But I do have them for sale on Etsy, and it's that Grim Reaper 4 higher.
Oh, okay, great.
And yeah.
So you want to check out Grim Reaper, the number 4 higher on Etsy for some creepy yet delightful stuff. Um,
Yeah.
yes, and so you can get the uh, join the Patreon. You'll get those. We showed you a little bit of it. It's some wonderful entertainment. The world's opening back up, but we're still not at 100%. So if you need to put a little dark spring in your step, I don't know. Grim Reaper based horror comedy is where it's at. Um, Pie in the sky. Like, what would you like to see? Like a Netflix series or like a an annual event, something like a con, music direction. What's do you have like an end game in mind for your show?
Um, I would very much like it to be a series,
Mm.
and that takes a hell of a lot of work. It takes a lot of a coalition of the willing,
Yeah.
but I know the source. I know the source materials there. I know the characters are strong. I know their
Mhm.
whole world. It's like we kind of did a dipping of the toe into it, but it's got a lot of potential. And pie in the sky, if I could talk. Yeah, Pie in the Sky would be an intro that's kith and kin to Tales from the Crypt. And if you've
Oh.
never seen the Crypt intro, you need to watch it like, I don't know, whenever this is over, okay? Like, get your ass on a screen and watch it because to this day, it is one of the best intros ever filmed in life. I don't care what anybody says. In the entire scope of cinema, it is incredible. And I've kind of dabbled in that a little bit. Hence the model castle that you saw Hack
Uh-huh.
looming over. My eventual goal is to have kind of like, meanwhile at the Reapers Academy,
Okay.
and you have this fully lit model to scale, and then you have office style cutaways
Oh,
and things
nice.
like that people here as
Do
they
you?
discuss,
I'm sorry.
things. So I think the project's got legs. It's just got to get a stronger broadcast.
Sure. Are you looking to get into puppetry at all, like with the whole demon like thing, or are you still feeling it more of like an acted narrative, like with the mask and stuff?
I do like the acted narrative aspect, but I do dig on the puppets as well.
Okay.
And I actually have like three different like animal puppets. Um, can't say when they might make an appearance.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. We will
Because I
leave
had
that.
another show long. I had a long show a long time ago that we were trying to do that was a multifaceted variety type show.
Mm-hmm.
But believe it or not, Grim Life was just a tiny little microcosm
Okay.
within the show. But that never really fully took off. But we had like three animal puppets, and there was Al E. Gator.
Yeah.
And there was one named like Frederick Frotherwith the Fifth, and he was a lion.
Hmm.
And we had Barry the Seal, which is like a psycho, like he looks like a cute and cuddly seal, but he has like an entire armory and cache of weapons and destruction hidden somewhere in the house.
And the Grim Life of Hack and Slash grew out of that.
Yeah, because we were gonna do a version of we were gonna call it the Unreal World, but the people that were living in the house were like you had everyday humans, then you had the puppets, then you had the Grim Reapers, and like any random superhero that happened to show up. But
All right.
it never fully took off. But maybe in the future.
I love the idea that a side project became the main project. I mean, it's a tale as old as time.
Right?
Speaking of time, let's bring this flying couch back on into the station. I don't want to do so without a little bit of homework, because you at home have some homework. You want to check out the Grim Life of Hack and Slash Grim Reaper 4 Higher on YouTube. Check out the Patreon. Patreon allows you many levels, but I'm sure once you get your severed toe in the door, you'll want to contribute more because it is a quality show. And I'm all for creating content. You can see the new armor from Hack. Get in to check out the new character coming. We have a new facet, Wicked Stories. You want to check out Hack the Reaper on SoundCloud. Yeah, am I doing that right?
Sure.
Because we didn't get into it a bunch, but you are an accomplished soundscapesman. If that's a word, or it is a noun, because I just made it up. And we're in space, no rules. I can do what I want.
Right.
We will await the amazing Grim Life of Hack and Slash breakfast cereal, Apple Hacks, and yeah, check out the show. Anything else you want to toss out to the people here on Space Couch?
I think that about covers it, man.
Cool, man. Cool, man.
You know, whatever you're tuning into, you know, it's like support it hardcore.
Hell yeah! I mean,
I think there's a lot of hey look at me right now, but I think a lot of projects are just getting buried. But if you got independent artists, if you have your Gothsicles and your Angel Spit and all of these multifaceted content creators, it's like they're always jamming, they're always killing it. Brian's always, you know, in our orbit, wicked awesome Space Couch. So
yeah,
like, support it. Like, man, don't be the dude that's like, oh, I think I missed it. Oh shit! It's like, don't miss it. You know, set your phone reminders and go check it out.
Yes,
well,
I mean,
they find something, you know, and then they find a whole discography full of shit and be like, whoa, this is a thing.
Yes,
cool.
Well, few people in the world are so supportive as you, so it is always a pleasure to have you on, sir. And looking forward to you know, let me know if you are up here in the New England area, or you know, we'll figure something out if we get to the Smoky Mountain region. Until then, this is thanks for sticking with me through this. We must have hit some sort of solar flare with the Skype today. That happens, but if anyone can stick it out, it is you with the power of the undead. This is Brian for Space Couch, for Aaron for the Grim Life of Hack and Slash, saying, call the spaceships to Davenport, prepare for Divanarchy, and interface with a couch in space. Space Couch. Oh, hey. Thank you so much. Oh, this is being silly. All right,
yeah, man.
Aaron, we'll check you out shortly, man. All right. Okay. Later.